set light. I think it's rather good. Oh. Alright, I hope it's good. Hello everyone, today I'm going to continue drawing sketching birds. On the last stream I was drawing this kind of bird from my dream, and yeah, I think, oh, my phone. Demon peacock. I think it's like, I don't know, some similar to phoenix maybe, because I imagine it being fiery. Okay. And from the last stream, I have added some of the stickers with leaves. I think it's kinda complement the page. And I think first I will just remove the pencil. Maybe you mean stop with its claws on the paws? Maybe with paws, because it doesn't have long beak. Okay, I will just erase everything, and it's not a bag. Okay, and I wanted to discuss the K-drama that I finished. It's called New Employee Charming Khan, I think. And this has 12 episodes, and it lasts for, in one episode lasts for 1 hour or more. And I remember the meme that says, do you want to watch 16-hour long film? And then the person replies, hell no. And then what about if we split them into 16 episodes and then put an advertisement between them? And then, yeah, rubbed me too. So it's really long, more than 12 hours, and I watched all, I think, in 3 or 4 days. I actually like them being so long because I usually watch them while I'm drawing, but yeah, Naruto Naruto is so crazy, but I think it has, like, in Naruto there is a lot of fillers in episodes, so you can skip sometimes half of the episodes. But yeah, I wanted to say that One Piece is much crazier. I think it's still ongoing, but I'm not sure. I have tried to watch it, but the first episode, it's how to say it's in a bad quality, and I couldn't make myself watch it, so I never started it, and maybe that's for good, since like how many episodes is there? 2,000? 1,000? Maybe two. I don't know. Right, I erased, and I think I can just use the brush to remove. I also just noticed that my birds do not have eyes. One time I downloaded K-drama in Russian dub, and it was so bad. Like only one guy gave voice to all, even women's characters. Well, it happens. I guess. So yeah, I was talking that this K-drama has 12 episodes for 1 hour long. And I would say that the beginning of some stories, it's very crucial, right? Because when you're starting, the your viewer doesn't know what they're going to watch, so you have to entertain them and interest them from the first seconds. But sometimes it's really going really hard and starting boring. But I give it a try, and maybe in the half, if it's really boring, I just turn it off. But yeah, I even with this drama, I think it was starting not that interesting, but then yeah, I got I got uh, I got entertained, and I found like the plot is classic, not that classic, but changing changing bodies. I think usually the it's about boys and girls changing bodies, or people who are doing different roles, and the comedy is like built on that they do not understand what the other person is doing and all. But I think in this sense, this wasn't that much predictable, because it wasn't much about romance. If it was at all, the romance was just to the end in the very last episode. Yeah. So okay, I think I will just describe the plot, and then I will comment maybe. So the plot goes that there is a perspective football player. He been raised by his grandmother, and and he is expected. He got a contract for for them for a big sum of money, and he's supposed to play somewhere. And his grandmother has dementia, and like she does not remember him if he does not wear a football football player form attire, and yeah, and he is kind of the main character, but it's really hard to say because he's the one who's going to change the body with the other person. The other person is the father of 2, 3 children. He is the director or owner of the big company. I think it's called the Hulk group. Honestly, for the 12th episode, I didn't completely understand what they was doing. First, it was about cars, about engine cars or something, some technologies on. Well, I don't think that it matters that much. So yeah, and this owner of the Tejo company, he has he has 2 children from one marriage, and then another child from new marriage. From the former marriage, uh, his children are called Jihyun, Jihyun, Ju, Jiyok. Wait, I forgot. Uh, Jiyeon and Jihyok. Maybe we'll call them sister and brother. And the child from his present marriage, her name is Pangul. And so the story starts with a promising football player crossing the road going to his grandmother, and the 2 siblings, sister and brother, are riding a car, and he gets in the accident. They they crush him, and then they decide to hide. So, but he survives and comes to the Hawk company, and and then she then he talks with that owner, their father, that they ruined his career, they ruined his life, and the owner says something like, yeah, your life doesn't matter as much. You can ask for any compensation, any money. I will just give you a check, and you take money and go away. But he decides, the football player decides to, I will start I will start drawing crane because um I will talk and then I will continue. I want to find some reference. Hmm. I think okay, we can. Okay, and so football player asks as a compensation his company to help group, but before he can ask for this, the owner and him, because of his children who are trying to prevent their dad to reveal their crime and disown disown them from the company. Um, they push him accidentally and he falls from the staircase right on that football player. And when this football player wakes up, it is actually the director and owner of that company. So, of course, he wants to return to his body. But I think the interesting thing is that when he arrives to the hospital where his own body lies, the director, he after he tries to run towards his own body, he starts to feel pain and he cannot get close. So he concludes that if he comes close, then both of them going to die. And I think it's quite unusual for this kind of stories because usually they are trying to collaborate and understand each other's difficulties, but in this story we only see the only one person learning to live a new life, as we can say, because the football player in the director's body, he stays unconscious, but after he gains his consciousness, the siblings, the sister, his daughter, tries to kill him, and he goes and he falls into coma again. And it's actually very weird, and I felt that it's so unfair that first a football player, he got hit by a car. The siblings ruined his career, his life. They got him in debt, and then he even couldn't experience, like, he was just going into coma because he got assassinated again. Yeah, and I felt really bad for him. We actually do not see him until the two, or no, I think we don't see him until the very last episode, and it's like 11 hours after the show. And yeah, so this is the plot, and the director of the company is learning how to live in his in the football player body, and he learns about his life and all, and he changes gradually, and after he learns that his own children try to kill him, he loses motivation and asks, like, what am I supposed to do? But then he sympathizes with a football player and he decides to take over the whole company. And I would say that I like the characters, I like the plot because it was quite unusual. Not that not that how to say predictable. Yeah. However, the things so how it ended is ah also in the middle. Uh, there was time where we didn't know if the like at one point of time his daughter tried to kill him again, but and he died. But so and it was really unexpected for me because I was suspecting he is still alive or they're going to make him come back somehow. And there was some hints on it, but at some point you really believe that he is dead. So yeah, I think that was unexpected. But I don't like how they I didn't like the last episode and how they resolved all this story because I like the characters. I thought it's quite unusual. They're well written, I guess. It's interesting to follow their stories, their motivations, and all. But with the 12 hours, well, more than 12 hours, I feel like the story was going con- really, like, gradually developing. But in the end, I felt like they just decided to end all the lines in a hurry because it was really not matching and it's like the outcome felt forced because and I didn't also the thing that I didn't like they was flirting with the incest because football player guy who was like the director who wasn't the football player guy and his younger daughter Pangili was working together to resolve all the drama and problems and take over the siblings rule. And it was really, really weird. I could understand, like, one time when the director saw that she fell for him when they first started working, but it was just too much and it was so unnecessary. It was so weird because in the end, Pangil and the football player, his name is Hwonji Hwonji Hyun, Hwonji Hawk, and that is so weird because in the end began they started dating, but honestly, it was so forced. And basically, the problem is that Pangil started to like him when it was her father in his body, and it's like, oh my gosh, this one is really weird move in my opinion, and yeah, that's the weird one, and and yeah, I didn't like that it was how it resolved. It wasn't logical because the Hwangji Hawk, he was captured by some evil guy who tried to kill him, and there was no escape. And in the next episode, they're like, yeah, they switched body. He And then he, after a few months or something without moving, being in coma, he woke up and then he just rushed towards him. And that evil guy, he just left him without seeing him being killed. He's just like, yeah, I don't care. And he just left. Who does this? This is so unrealistic. And then they met and they talked and they, it's so weird. So not logical. And I think I want to put this bird. Overall, I think I would still recommend this drama to watch if you have time, but some certain things are quite weird and I was disappointed in how it ended. Also, the sister who tried to kill her father, in the end, her father saved her from the car running on her, and she went crazy. I really didn't like this move. I It would be much better if she went to prison for the things she did, and then she would get her redemption or understanding or something, and they would talk about their feelings. Then she is just getting insane. So yeah, that's all the plot. It was kinda hard to describe because I didn't have any notes or anything, so it was quite unstructured. I'm not sure if I want to put Albert in this circle because I feel like it would look kinda chopped, or maybe it would look give it more structure. Because I also don't like how it just ends without anything. It looks unfinished. Hello, Froggy. Oh, also, there is a camera in my face, so I can't understand. Is this circle round or not? Okay, here is just normal. It's not a crane. Maybe it's gray heron. Yeah, probably that's gray heron. And I think here I want to draw maybe. I was thinking about pterodactyl that looks like bird. Let's see. Or maybe I should color him first. I lost my reference. Well, okay, then we'll have to improvise. I think I will improvise and just color as I feel. I think I wanna. Should we do line art? I plan to use color pencils. Then maybe the beak is going to be orangey, but I'll start with yellow. Color yellow and that orange. So I should be a little bit yellow, a little bit even greenish, maybe. I wanna use black, I wanna use some dark color and also red. Well, no, maybe we should use blue because I want this circle to be red. So it's like sun or something. So we will merge here. It's rather hard because I don't have clear outline. It's like gray. But look, in a camera it looks more bluish, right? But actually, I would say it's not. It's even warm gray than called with blue tone. We'll use also blue. Maybe I can put camera more close. like how it looks. It's like so fluid. It's kind of feathers. Looks really cute. But I feel like it's too bright. I want to tone it down. Darker. Try to do the outline. The problem is this, like, I wanna make it more colorful, but at the same time, if I add too many colors, it doesn't look good. And if we have red background, then there should be some reflection. Oops. Kung Fu Panda? How? Oh. Which color will we put in the shadow? Is this one? Actually, I'm thinking, I was looking at some landscapes, paintings, and I felt I want to also do something like this. I didn't draw landscape or nature for some time. Maybe even still life, something. I know we didn't finish yet, but I wanna fill the circle. So that maybe we could know how bright we should go for coloring. It's a crane. It's not really a crane. I have a feeling it's falling. actually got another lancer. And we can try. Oops. Oh no. Do you think it gets lighter? Oops. Okay, I hope it's better. I will continue with shadow. think let's try to draw his eye with I'm gonna use to sharpen pen. Look how sharp it looks. I want more white here. Maybe body is more dark. Oh. Maybe, I'm not sure if it's a good idea, but I'm thinking, what if I do outline of this red circle? I think it adds more depth. Yes. I feel like that's not a circle. But I don't know how to fix. I think the expression looks kind of funny. Serious but goofy. Yeah, maybe. Maybe that's a good description. Well, I think we're gonna stop here on this level of details. I don't find this sketch to be particularly good, but I think that's good enough for sketch. And well, I'm thinking I have I have sticker here. It's kind of plant and here. So I would add maybe sticker here or maybe in the corner. But in the corner I'm planning to draw another word. Something here, so maybe here would be free space. And oh my gosh, I'm storing my stickers here in this fold, but it got folded. And here is some flowers too. So I think, let's see which one. I think it looks cute. Actually, this one looks cute. And it's kind of small, so I feel like it look cute and won't take much space. This one. Maybe this one. I think looks good. And kinda similar to this one, so no, it's too long. Then I think let's go with this one. Let's place it. No, I think it's okay. Yeah. Okay, then I'm going to finish stream. Thank you for watching and see you next one.